I'm so excited for this video because it's a very special video for you. I know it's gonna be amazing. You're gonna love this video because I've spent hours and hours to find out the most common English phrases that native people use, all right? And I've collected 100 of them. You're gonna love these phrases because after you learn these phrases, you're gonna speak better and you're gonna understand native speakers better. Are you ready? Do you have your notes and pencils and everything? And all the energy you have? So let's do this. Hi guys, welcome to English with Lingua Matik. I'm your teacher Merve. I'm so excited that you are here. Thank you for watching it. Let's get started. Okay, our first expression is out of the blue. Imagine you see blue everywhere and suddenly you see a different color. Did you expect that? No, it was unexpected, right? So out of the blue means unexpectedly. Let's see it in a sentence. I hadn't heard from him in years, and then he called me out of the blue. So all the time he didn't call me, but one day I didn't expect and he called me. All right, out of the blue. First one we learned. Now let's go. Second one. Give me a break. You may hear like give me a break. Okay. Give me a break means to stop bothering or being unreasonable, okay? For example, you expect me to finish all this work in an hour? Come on, give me a break. Like it's too much, I can't do it. Leave me alone.
Give me a break.
Give me a break.
Give me a break.
Okay, next one. Cut to the chase. Cut to the chase. It means get to the point. Get to the point. Like, don't make blah blah blah, don't talk too much, just give me the result. Cut to the chase, okay? For example, stop beating around the bush and cut to the chase. Like, don't give me a headache, don't just make things long and just give me the result. Cut to the chase. Keep it short. I've got your back. Our next expression, I've got your back. Where is my back? This is my back, right? Imagine my boyfriend here, handsome, and he's like this in front of me, and I hug him and I say, I've got your back. Like, I've got your back, I'm hugging him, but of course it's not like I have your back, but it's like I support you, I help you, I'm here for you. All right? If you say to someone, remember this place, our back, if you hear this expression, I've got your back, it means usually if there's someone we trust, we feel happy, we are comfortable, they are in our back, right? So think like that. They are here, we feel safe, and they support us, okay? So let's see it in a sentence. Don't worry about the bullies. I've got your back. I'm gonna support you.
I've got your back.
Besides, I got your back.
I got your back.
No, I've got your...
Okay, next one. Hit the nail on the head. Hit the nail on the head. So imagine a nail, as you see it here. Imagine I say, hit the nail on the head, like target, and you just hit it, okay? So when we say hit the nail on the head, like we targeted something and we did it as we planned, exactly in the same place. So this expression is used to describe exactly what is causing a situation or a problem. Okay? So you found it, you spotted the problem exactly. For example, when you said he was jealous, you hit the nail on the head. Like you really found the spot exactly. Okay, next one. Get the ball rolling. Okay, here I have a ball for you. Actually, it's not exactly a ball. It's like a globe, but for now it's a ball and it's our ball. Imagine I say, get the ball rolling. This is rolling, okay? I throw it. I don't want to throw it now. It's very heavy. I throw it and it's rolling, right? So get the ball rolling means to start something, okay? Usually it's a project or activity. Like let's start something. For example, let's get the ball rolling by brainstorming some ideas. Okay, now our ball goes to here. I have some other magics here. In a second, I'm gonna show you. Next one is go with the flow. Go with the flow. Flow is like you just saw the ball rolling, and when we say go with the flow, like don't resist. Just go along with the things as they happen. Okay? For example, the plans have changed so many times. I'm just going to go with the flow. It means I'm not gonna resist, I'm not gonna create a problem. So I'm just following the rules and going with the flow.
Just go with the flow.
Just gonna go with the flow.
Going with the flow.
Okay, the next one is I'm swamped. I'm swamped. It means to be very, very, very busy. Okay? Swamped. For example, can we meet tomorrow? I'm swamped with work today. Next one is to hang out. Hang out. It means to spend time socially. Okay? For example, let's hang out this weekend. Next phrase, I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. It means I'm gonna respond you later. For example, let me check my schedule and I'll get back to you.
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 Okay, next one, jump to conclusions. Jump to conclusions. It means to judge or decide something without having all the facts. And usually, quick decisions are not very right? Usually we do something wrong when we jump to the conclusion. Let's see it in a sentence. Don't jump to conclusions. Let's hear her side of the story. Okay, next one is get the hang of it. Get the hang of it. This is a very old phrase. I couldn't find the origin, but probably in the old times, people were learning how to use some certain tools. So when they say get the hang of it, they mean like learn how to do something. Okay? Learn how to do something. For example, don't worry, you'll get the hang of it with more practice.
Getting the hang of it?
You're getting the hang of it?
Oh, but you'll get the hang of it.
The next phrase is don't judge a book by its cover. Now, look at this book. I chose this book in another language, so you have no idea what it is about. Look at this book. This is the cover of the book. Okay, this is the cover of the book. And you go to a bookstore and you look at the book and you just feel like, it's not a good book. Okay, so actually, you really don't know what kind of book it is, but you just look at it outside and you say, okay, it's a good book, or no, it's a bad one. So don't judge a book by its cover means like don't make judgments based on appearance. Okay, so you look at me, I look so sweet, and you say, okay, she's a great person, and then I turn out to be a bad person, which I'm not. But what did you do? You judge me by my appearance. It can be, of course, positive or negative. We can be right or wrong. But yeah, usually we shouldn't judge a book by its cover, okay? We should try to get to know their heart. Know my heart. I'm a good person. Now let me give you an example. He might look mean, but don't judge a book by its cover. Okay, next one is read between the lines. Read between the lines. This is also about books, okay? So lines are these are all line, okay? We call these line in English. So we have a lot of line, and imagine you are reading between the lines and you are trying to understand the message, okay? So we use this phrase when we want to understand the hidden meaning. There's a message and you're reading between the lines, but it's not so easy, right, to understand like the message. So we use read between the lines when we are trying to understand a hidden message. For example, sometimes you have to read between the lines to understand what he really means. Like it's not very clear, he doesn't speak so clearly. We need to read between the lines and find the message.
Reading between the lines.
Subtext?
But reading between the lines.
Why are you reading between the lines?
Read between the lines.
Okay, next one is keep your chin up. keep your chin up. When your chin is up, like this, not like that much, but like this, how do you feel? Like, is it positive? How about let's keep our chin down like this? Immediately there's a negative feeling, right? So to keep your chin up means to stay positive despite difficulties. Be strong and be positive. Keep your chin up. Probably this phrase came from, like, we see someone so sad and we say, hey, let's go. Let's keep your chin up. Don't go down. Don't be sad. Okay? Let's see it in a sentence. Keep your chin up. Things will get better. Of course it will. And keep your chin up. Your English will get much, much better. Okay, next one. I really like this one. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Brain is this, what we have in our head, right? It's a no-brainer. When do we use our brain so much? If a task is so difficult, right? So you don't need your brain. So it means it's a very easy decision. It's a very easy thing to decide, okay? You don't need to think too much. It's quick, easy one. For example, taking the higher paying job was a no-brainer. Of course, okay, there was more money and I just said yes. No-brainer.
It was a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
All right, miss the boat. This is boat, okay, and it's going, and we have a ticket for the boat, let's say for 7 a.m. okay, 7 a.m. and we have here our lovely couple. They need to be in this boat at 7 a.m. But can you see? They're so small, but they're gonna marry, okay? They're very happy. And the woman needs a lot of time to get ready, right? So they couldn't make it on time. And they went there at 7, but the boat has left. Okay, so what happened? They missed the boat. No boat, no trip, no holiday. We use this expression to miss an opportunity. There's no boat really, okay? There's no boat in this meaning of the sentence, but we lose an opportunity. We miss it. It's gone and we couldn't catch it. I can eat this couple any moment. I feel like they're candies, so I'm gonna put it down. Okay, let's see it in a sentence. If you don't buy the tickets now, you might miss the boat. Okay, next one is, ta-da! What do I have here? I have a hat, right? Is there something inside of my hat? No. Is it? Is it a no? Or there is something? Okay, our phrase is, let the cat out of the bag. Where's his face? Yes, here. Let the cat out of the bag. Let me give you an example. I accidentally let the cat out of the bag about the surprise party. Okay, next one is off the top of my head. Off the top of my head. So when you are saying something without thinking or calculating, we use this phrase. For example, off the top of my head, I can think of 3 people who could help us. Like, I didn't think about it. I'm just saying in that moment, I use this phrase.
Not off the top of my head.
Well, off the top of my head.
Off the top of my head.
Next one is to play it by ear. To play it by ear. It means to decide how to deal with the situation as it develops. We will listen and we will see how it goes, okay? For example, I don't have plans for the weekend. I'll just play it by ear. Okay, the next one is by the skin of my teeth. By the skin of my teeth? What does it mean? Okay, this is our skin, right? Normally, this is our skin. But imagine by the skin of our teeth. Do our teeth have skin? It doesn't have skin, right? But it has a little bit like very slim, this top layer. So when we mean narrowly, barely, we use this phrase, okay? It's not very certain, right? We cannot see the skin of our teeth. So let me give you a sentence and it will be better. I made it to the train by the skin of my teeth. Like, I just did it. I went there and I got the train, okay? Barely. narrowly. Okay, next one is on cloud nine. On cloud nine. Imagine there are lots of clouds, and I am on cloud nine. It's the best one, almost. Let's say the top one is 10, okay? But I am like 9, I'm on cloud nine. I'm very happy to be here because view is so good from here, I guess. Yes, on cloud nine means very happy, okay? For example, after getting promoted, he was on cloud nine. Of course, we like money.
I am on cloud nine. I'm on cloud nine right now.
We're on cloud nine.
Okay, next one is to pull yourself together. Pull yourself together. It means to calm down and act normally. Imagine maybe you're so sad, or maybe your mood is so down, or maybe physically you feel just like this, and someone comes, hey, pull yourself together. Get up and do things and be strong, okay? For example, let's see it in a sentence. You need to pull yourself together before the meeting. Next one is once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon. So blue moon is something so special and it doesn't happen all the time. It happens rarely. So this means rarely, okay? For example, I only see him once in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon.
The thing happens once in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon, people will surprise you.
Okay, next one, very special. Bear with me. That's the last straw. That's the last straw. I look at the origin of this phrase, and originally it's like the last straw that broke the camel's back. Okay? Originally it was like this, the last straw that broke the camel's back. Now, this is not a straw that we use to drink something, okay? That's not the straw we are talking about. Here, do you know what donkeys, horses, or camels eat? This is what they eat. Okay, so in the past, camels were used to carry things, right? So imagine if you put one straw on a camel. It's very light, it's very happy. He will not even realize, he will not even feel the straw, right? But imagine the second one, the third straw, fifth, 10th, and the last one. And that broke the camel's back, right? So we use this expression when we say like the final problem in a series. Like no more tolerance. I'm done, I'm dead, it's over. Okay, I can't take it anymore. That's why we use this last straw, because like we can't carry it anymore. We're gonna crash. So an example, he was late again? That's the last straw. Oh my god, someone is gonna get fired. Okay, next one. Step up your game. Step up your game. It means to work harder to improve. Step up, right? Up always like usually gives a positive meaning. Step up your game. It means work harder to improve whatever that you are doing. For example, if you want to make the team, you will need to set up your game.
I know. Step your game up.
Step up your game, Scott.
Step up your game.
Next one is behind the times. Behind the times. Now we are living in a year and I'm talking about behind these years. It means outdated. It means old-fashioned, or it's not a new, modern, okay? For example, that old cell phone is really behind the times. Okay, next one is biting off more than you can chew. Biting off. This is, imagine a beautiful cake here. I love cake and I'm hungry right now. And I bite a big one because I'm gonna record the video and I need to bite quickly, right? I bite it and it's more than I can chew. It's so big that I cannot talk, right? So imagine a task you took and it's so big, like it's becoming overwhelming for you. This is when we use it. When you take a responsibility and it is too much for you, okay? For example, taking on 2 jobs might be biting off more than you can chew. Okay, next one is under the weather. Under the weather. It means you are feeling ill. It's not a positive meaning, okay? For example, I'm feeling under the weather. I think I have a cold. Here we are talking about a physical illness, disease.
You under the weather too?
Well, they're under the weather.
A little under the weather.
Okay, next one is see eye to eye. See eye to eye. It means to agree. Agree. For example, we don't always see eye to eye, but we respect each other. I guess this is a secret of a successful relationship. What do you think? Do you see eye to eye with your partner? Let me know below. I really wonder, do you have a partner? First of all, we need a partner. The ball is in your court. The ball, here we have again, is in my court, in my side. Okay? Now it's my time to speak and decide everything. But if I give you the ball, now it's in your court. Now it's your time to decide and to take responsibility. So whoever has got the ball decides and takes the responsibility. Okay? So now I say the ball is in your court. So now let's see it in a sentence. I've done all I can. Now the ball is in your court. For example, I've done all I can and more to make this video for you. It took hours from me to plan it and shoot it, and editing also took a lot of time from our team. Now the ball is in your court to watch and study and learn these amazing phrases. Okay? You've got the ball? Let me know.
The ball's back in your court.
Our balls are in your court.
Balls in your court, hun.
Okay guys, next one is take it with a grain of salt. Grain of salt. You know the smallest pieces of salt? That's grain of salt. Imagine you take something with a grain of salt. I guess it shows the meaning like you don't take it so seriously. It's okay, it's so small. We don't care. Okay? For example, he tends to exaggerate. So take it with a grain of salt. Don't listen to him. It's just a grain of salt. Okay, next one is bite the bullet. Bite the bullet. Imagine a bullet here, dangerous, and the material is tough, right? It's not soft. Imagine you bite the bullet. You have to bite the bullet. It is painful, right? So we use this one to face a painful situation bravely. You bite the bullet, you accept it, it's difficult, but you do it anyway. For example, the dentist said, I need a filling, so I'll have to bite the bullet.
I guess I'll have to bite the bullet.
Go, bite the bullet. Go on the date.
It's time to bite the bullet.
Next one is time flies. Time flies. Maybe this is a little obvious. It means time passes quickly. Okay? For example, I can't believe it's already December. Time flies. Next one is in the nick of time. In the nick of time. It means just in time. For example, I got to the bus station in the nick of time before the bus left.
Just in the nick of time, huh?
Hey, it's in the nick of time, too.
In the nick of time. Nice save.
Alright, next one is on the same page. On the same page. Imagine, again, we have our lovely book. By the way, this book's name is Midnight Library. It's in Turkish, but the original name is Midnight Library, and it's an amazing book. I really definitely suggest you to read this book. Maybe in your language, if you don't understand now, but if you are like about B2 level, I think you can definitely read this book. Okay, so now let's go back to our phrase. Imagine we are on the same page with someone. We are both here, we are hanging out. We are not like he's not in the first page and I'm in the last page. We are agreeing. We understand each other. We are in the same levels. Okay, this is the meaning. For example, let's make sure we are on the same page before we start the project. Next one is very common. Waste of time. Waste of time. It means an unproductive action. For example, arguing with him is a waste of time. Next one, make ends meet. Imagine two ropes here, okay? And I hardly make their ends meet. It's so difficult to connect these ropes, okay? So this expression, guys, is used when we have less money and we are trying to pay the rent, buy the food, pay the kids' school and everything. And, you know, like when we have just enough money to live. Okay, we don't have anything extra, just like making ends meet, just trying to pay everything with what we have. Okay, just enough. Okay, an example: she's working 2 jobs to make ends meet.
You barely make ends meet.
Well, I can't make ends meet.
We're just not making ends meet.
Bend over backward. Bend over backward. Imagine I bend over backward for you. Was it easy task for me? No, but I'll do it for you if you want me to. So it means to do whatever it takes to help someone. So I'm gonna bend over backward for you if you need anything from me to learn English. Just let me know in the comments. I read all of them very carefully, and I'm gonna do videos for you. So what am I doing? I'm bending over backward. I'll do anything to help you. Just let me know, okay? So now let me give you an example. He would bend over backwards to make sure his customers were satisfied. Okay, next phrase is, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's not important or serious. For example, don't worry about being late. It's not a big deal. All right?
Listen, it's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
Next one is, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Okay, let me bring my eggs. Okay, I'm just kidding. I didn't bring eggs here because it's dangerous. So imagine a basket here, and I have all my eggs in it. And it's possible I can fall, something can happen to my eggs, right? So I don't want to put them all in one basket. It's dangerous, right? So we use this when, like, don't take all the risks in one place. It's dangerous. Or don't concentrate all your prospects in one thing. It is dangerous, so don't do it. Don't put everything in one place. For example, you should apply to several colleges. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Maybe your basket is Stanford, but just don't apply and wait for it. Apply for all others and let's see. Okay, next one is grain of truth. Grain of truth. Remember grain of salt, very small, right? So grain of truth means a small amount of truth. Okay, for example, his story is exaggerated, but there is a grain of truth in it. All right, in hot water. In hot water. Imagine yourself in hot water. Is it good? No, it means you're in trouble. For example, he didn't finish the project on time. Now he is in hot water with his boss. Uh-oh. Next one is the benefit of doubt. The benefit of doubt. This means you believe someone's statement without proof. For example, I'll give her the benefit of doubt this time, but I will be watching closely. Next one is cut corners. Okay, cut corners. This means like you are going somewhere from the shortest way, from the cheapest or easiest way. Okay, so it means to do something the cheapest or easiest way. For example, he cut corners on the project by using cheaper materials.
Well, we cut corners. Sometimes
Mr. Cray has cut corners.
Don't cut corners.
Very common one. What is the big deal? What is the big deal? It means we use this when something is being treated as important and you don't understand why. For example, they're just shoes. What's the big deal? Like, why is it so important? Okay, again, one of my favorites. Hang in there. Hang in there. For example, now I know you may be tired, okay? But I say hang in there. You are learning. It's tiring, but you're gonna learn amazing English phrases. Hang in there. So we use this to motivate someone having a hard time, okay? For example, I know it's a tough time for you, but hang in there. It will get better. Next one, very common. What's up? What's up? This is an informal way to ask someone how they are. Instead of saying how are you, you say what's up. For example, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while. Next one is that makes sense. That makes sense. This means to agree that something is logical. For example, so the roads are closed because of the marathon. That makes sense. Okay, now I got it. Okay?
That makes sense.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Now, next one. I am on the fence. I am on the fence. It means undecided about something. You are undecided. You are not certain what you want, what you're gonna do. For example, I'm on the fence about whether to take the job or not. I don't know. Next one is I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. It means you are saying politely that you'll remember what someone told you, because you will take it, you will keep it in your mind. For example, thanks for the advice. I'll keep that in mind. I lost track of time. Losing track of time. It means you didn't realize and all the time passed. For example, I hope you are losing track of time while you are learning English with me. Okay, let's see it in a sentence. Sorry, I'm late. I lost track of time. It means I didn't realize how time passed. Because time flies. I hope you remember this phrase. Time flies. Okay, next one is better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. It means it is better to be cautious than be careless. We should be careful, cautious. For example, I always bring an umbrella just in case. Better safe than sorry.
Better safe than sorry.
Better safe than sorry.
Better safe than sorry.
Next one is I'm broke. It means I have no money. I'd love to go out, but I'm broke until payday. Payday is the day your company or the place you work pay your money. It's the happy day. We are rich usually. On that day only, after we finish the money quickly. Okay, next one is no way. No way. This expression is showing disbelief or refusal. Okay, they are different. Remember, disbelief or refusal. For example, no way. You actually met the president? Here it sounds like refusing, like you don't believe, right? What a small world is next one. What a small world. It means like you see someone in the street and oh my god, this person is your childhood's blah blah blah. Childhood's friend's father. And you wouldn't expect to see that person, right? So we see this phrase in those moments. What a small world. I didn't expect to see you. It was unexpected. For example, you know Sarah too? What a small world.
What a small world.
What a small world.
Small world.
I could use a hand is our next phrase. Imagine this is hand of someone and I say I could use a hand. It means I could accept your help. Like you could help me. Thank you, please. Alright? For example, I could use a hand moving this furniture. Can you help? Our next phrase is it slipped my mind. It was here but it slipped it. So it means I forgot about it. Okay? For example, I was supposed to call John but it slipped my mind.
Totally slipped my mind.
Slipped my mind.
It must have slipped my mind.
I'm beat. It means I am very tired. For example, I'm beat. I think I'll head to bed early tonight. Do you know that we have a community that we speak English weekly in live sessions with me? We are face to face on Zoom, online, and we speak English every week. It's an amazing community because everyone supports each other. If you want to practice your English skills, if you want to speak English regularly every week with other people and with me, join our community, LM Club. I'm gonna put the link below, so check out the details. In LM Club, we don't only have live lessons, but we also have a big library of lessons, quizzes, exercises, and the most important, we have the most beautiful community, the most beautiful people that you will not feel alone in your English learning journey. Because I know sometimes it's really feels alone. It's not easy. It was not easy when I was learning English. That's why I created this community, so we all come together. Next one is get to the point. It means asking someone to say what they mean without an extra details. You know, there are some people, they want to tell you something, but you know, they don't say it exactly, but just like long way of saying. What does this phrase remind you? Can you remember? There was another phrase we learned today in this video, similar to this. So get to the point has a similar meaning like that one. It was cut to the chase. Okay, for example, we don't have all day, so please get to the point. Next one is, that's a rip-off. That's a rip-off. It means something is too expensive or not worth the price. For example, $50 for a t-shirt? That's a rip-off. I'm so angry. That's very expensive.
What a rip-off. What a rip-off.
What a ripoff!
Next one is, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It means like, don't misunderstand me, but usually after don't get me wrong, something negative comes. Probably I will get you wrong. For example, don't get me wrong. I like the idea, but I think it needs some tweaking. Okay, next one is, I'm starving. Starving. It means I am very hungry. For example, I'm starving. Let's get something to eat. Next one is, you've got to be kidding. You've got to be kidding. This is expressing disbelief. I don't believe you. Oh my God, this must be a joke. For example, you've got to be kidding. That can't be the final score.
You gotta be kidding.
You got to be kidding.
You've got to be kidding.
All right, next one. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. It means it's not a catastrophic problem. It, like, we are not gonna die. Still, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's okay. For example, so you made a mistake. It's not the end of the world. There's a solution. We will see. Take it easy. Okay? It has this meaning. Next one is to make a long story short. It means to summarize a long explanation. All right? For example, to make a long story short, we missed our flight and had to take a later one. All right. Next one is take it easy. Take it easy. It means relax or calm down. Everything is good. For example, you've been working really hard. Take it easy this weekend. Next one is speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. Imagine you're talking about someone, maybe a little gossiping or maybe not, but the person we were just talking about has appeared. It means we say in these moments, just speak of the devil. Like we were talking about the devil and he came. Usually we use this in a funny way, in a positive way, and it doesn't mean like that's a bad person. It's not a devil, okay? But we were just talking about you just came. Okay, for example, we were just talking about you and speak of the devil. Here you are.
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil.
It's a piece of cake. Next one. It's a piece of cake. It's very easy. It means it's very easy. For example, don't worry. The test is a piece of cake if you study. Next one is better late than never. Better late than never. It means it's good someone or something finally happened or maybe finally arrived. Like the thing happened, thanks God, even if it was late. For example, you finally cleaned your room. Better late than never. This sounds like an angry mom.
Better late than never.
Better late than never.
Better late than never.
Okay, next one is that's easier said than done. It means it's a task is more difficult than it sounds. For example, just write a best-selling novel? That's easier said than done. It means it's easy to speak, right? It's very easy to say something. But doing it is usually difficult and it takes time. Next one is break a leg. Break a leg. It means good luck. It is often used before a performance. For example, you are going on a stage soon. Break a leg. Good luck. Next one. Don't take it to heart. It means don't take something to the heart. What can it mean? It means don't be deeply affected by criticism. Okay? Like, don't get hurt by the things you hear. Be strong. For example, she didn't mean what she said, so don't take it too hard. Let's get down to business. Do you know this song? Let's get down to business. Oh my god, I have the worst sound ever.
Let's get down to business.
But it means start focusing on the main task, okay? For example, we have a lot to cover today, so let's get down to business. I can't make heads or tails of it. It means I don't understand it at all. For example, I looked at the report, but I can't make the heads or tails of it. I have no idea what it is about. Next one is, we will cross that bridge when we come to it. Maybe you can guess a little bit. It means we will deal with that problem when it occurs. It has time. The phrase is very nice, I think. The perspective of this sentence is very nice. So don't think about all the problem at once, but take it easy. We will cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay, next one is, don't count your chickens before they hatch. What is this? It means don't assume success before it happens. You know, chickens hatch and they make eggs, and eggs turn to babies, chicks. And so we are saying, like, don't count on them. Maybe it's not gonna happen, maybe egg is gonna be broken. Like, don't trust on the success before it happens. For example, you haven't even had the interview yet. Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Count their chickens before they hatched.
Well, let's not count our chickens before they hatch.
I learned don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Next one. I am fed up. Fed up. It means I am annoyed and I'm so tired of something. For example, I am fed up with all this traffic every day. Next one. It's not rocket science. I really like this one. It means, like, it's not so complicated. It's easy. We are not doing something so unique. Okay, because normally rocket science is complicated and difficult, I guess. So we are saying it's not rocket science. So it is easy. For example, just hit the green button to start. It's not rocket science. Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. It means to watch something carefully. For example, keep an eye on the soup so it doesn't boil over. Next one is, you can say that again. You can say that again. It means strong agreement with what was said. For example, someone says, this weather is terrible. And you agree so much and you say, you can say that again. Of course, the person doesn't need to say it again, but it's showing that you really agree with the person, okay? So next one is, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. It means I really dislike something. For example, turn off that song. I can't stand it. All right, next one is, let's call it a day. Let's call it a day. It means let's finish working for today and probably we have fun or we do whatever we want, but we don't work. For example, we've done enough work today. Let's call it a day. It means let's stop.
Well, let's call it a day.
Let's just call it a day, huh?
Next one is, it's up in the air. Imagine something is up in the air. It means it is uncertain or not yet decided. Okay, it's just up in the air. For example, are you moving to a new city? You say you don't know. You say it's up in the air right now. Next one is, hit the hay. Hit the hay. It means go to bed and sleep, of course. And I checked the origin of this. Why is like we hit the hay? Hay is this place where we put the straw. Do you remember straw the animals eat? So in the old times, they used to make the beds with hay. So they were saying, I'm gonna hit the hay because their beds are made of hay. That's why now this expression is used to say that you're gonna sleep. Okay? For example, it's been a long day. I'm gonna hit the hay. Next one. Barking up the wrong tree. Barking up the wrong tree. Imagine a tree and you are very angry, okay? Bark normally, dogs bark, for example. Imagine a dog barking at someone. or something. And barking usually is a sign of anger, right? So we use this expression to, if someone is angry, imagine they are shouting, but they are shouting at the wrong person. It's the wrong tree. It's not that person or the thing that you are shouting at. So when we accuse or perceive the wrong person or thing, we use this expression. For example, if you think I took your book, you're barking up the wrong tree.
You're barking up the wrong tree.
Barking up the wrong tree, McGrath.
Then she's barking up the wrong tree.
Spill the beans is our next expression. Spill them. The beans. Imagine beans and I spill it. It means to reveal your secret information. For example, come on, spill the beans. What did he tell you? Okay, next one is to cost an arm and a leg. Imagine something cost you an arm and a leg. It's too much, right? We can't accept that. It's so expensive. If something is so expensive, we use this phrase. Our next phrase is burn the midnight oil. Burn the midnight oil. What is this one? It means to stay up late working or studying. For example, I have a big exam tomorrow, so I'll be burning the midnight oil tonight. There's no burning really, but maybe burning your brain because you study too much. Okay? Next one is get your act together. Get your act together. It means start behaving properly. If someone is so angry and they lost the control, you can use this phrase. For example, you need to get your act together or you will lose your job.
You better get your act together.
Get your act together.
Get my act together.
Our next phrase is throw in the towel. Throw in the towel. This is a sign of giving up. So if you are giving up, you can use this phrase. For example, after trying to solve the puzzle for hours, he finally threw in the towel. It means he gave up. Okay, next one is a picture is worth 1,000 words. This means an image can often convey something more effectively than words. For example, instead of explaining what happened, let me show you the photos. A picture is worth 1,000 words. It is really true. Sometimes, instead of saying a lot of things, you just show a picture and it just makes more sense and it gives lots of message, right? Next one is it's a cup of tea. It's my cup of tea, for example. It means I am good at something. I'm talented and it's very easy and fun for me to do. For example, cooking is my cup of tea. Our next phrase is put all your cards on the table. It means to be completely open and honest about your intentions or your resources. For example, I think it's time for us to put all our cards on the table and discuss our real intentions.
Let's put our cards on the table here. All right, you know what? Let's put all of our cards on the table.
Putting all our cards on the table.
Next one is, I really like this one. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It means children are often similar to their parents. For example, your son is very polite, just like you. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Next one is like a kid in a candy store. Can you imagine a kid in a candy store? Probably she's very excited and enthusiastic. So, for example, he was like a kid in a candy store when he saw all the gadgets. Next one is jump on the bandwagon. It means to join a popular trend or activity. For example, when healthy eating became popular, many restaurants jumped on the bandwagon and added salads to their menus. Next one is when pigs fly. So, can you imagine pigs fly? You can't, right? Because that's not gonna happen. So we use this when we believe something that will never happen. For example, he says he will clean his room regularly. Yeah, when pigs fly. Again, I hear a mom.
Yeah, when pigs fly.
When pigs fly.
Just say it'll happen when pigs fly.
Our final phrase is, it's not your business. It's not your business. It means don't interfere this topic. It is all about me and don't talk about it. Don't say your opinion, and it's kind of rude to say this to someone, but sometimes we need to say, like, it's all your decision and it's my business and no comment. Don't talk about it. Okay, so it's not your business. It's kind of rude. Be careful to who you say this, and yeah, but use it when necessary. For example, Mom, I'm gonna clean my room whenever I want. It's not your business. Okay, now this became a dialogue between mom and the child. All right. Okay, we've made it. Yes, yes, yes. We've learned 100 English phrases. I am so excited. I really hope you like this video. Let me know what you think, and I asked you a few questions during the video. I really hope you answer those in the comments below. I love teaching you English, and all you can do is to support me if you subscribe to my channel, and if you show your likes and your comments. That makes me so happy. I feel on cloud 9, and I will keep doing this. Just thank you so much for watching it, and hope to see you in another video. All right, see you next week. Bye for now.